Good evening, everyone. My name is Rachel Olson, and I will be speaking to you about texting while driving and the dangers of what can happen when your eyes are off of the road. According to the Texting and Driving website, retrieved November 1st of 2012, an accident can happen in an average of 2 to 3 seconds while texting. Texting and driving is extremely dangerous and jeopardizes not only your safety, but the safety of others. This is important to all of us because cell phone use is everywhere, especially while driving. Today I will discuss the issues of texting and driving, then turn your attention to some real-life stories, and finally I will talk to you about some solutions that can be made in the future in the state of Oklahoma. Let's begin by discussing some problems with texting while driving. According to the Texting and Driving website, there are 3 psychological distractions that occur while texting and driving. The first is visual, when a driver takes his eyes off of the road. Second is manual, when a driver takes one or both hands off of the wheel. And finally is cognitive, which is the lack of mental awareness. Corresponding to the Texting and Driving website, every year 21% of fatal car crashes occur between teens between the ages of 16 and 19 years of age. Relating to the Texting and Driving website, 21% of people admit to texting while driving. Now that you know about the dangers, let me talk to you about some real-life stories. According to the AT&T Don't Text and Drive documentary, retrieved November 1st, 2012, Mariah West was killed when her car crossed the center median. She was killed on impact. She was 18 years of age. Corresponding to the AT&T documentary, Kirk Spear hit and killed a bicyclist while texting and driving. In relation to the AT&T documentary, a young man was paralyzed while in the passenger seat while the driver was texting and driving and hit a tree head-on. Now that you know some real-life stories from texting and driving, let me turn your attention to some solutions. According to Jerry Wolford, writer for the Tulsa World, retrieved November 1st, 2012, several partners of Drive Aware Oklahoma spoke on Monday about their push for legislation to ban texting while driving. Jerry Wolford also wrote about partners from Drive Aware Oklahoma and want to educate the public about the dangers of inattentive driving. Finally, 39 other states already ban texting while driving and want to make sure that Oklahoma is not the final state to do so. In conclusion, texting and driving is extremely dangerous and jeopardizes not only your safety, but the safety of others. I would like to turn your attention to a car that has crashed due to texting while driving. Today I've discussed some issues of texting and driving. Then I turned your attention to some real-life stories, and finally I talked about some solutions that could happen in the future in the state of Oklahoma. I ask you to make a change by pledging not to text and drive, and to inform others about the dangers of texting while driving. In reference to the AT&T documentary, Texting and Driving, it can wait.